them live. I can see them live. Do you get me? Before now, I've been in Madam Flake Club in UK. I've been in a house. Are you getting me? And I can still see her live now. Like, only glad I've never met her one-on-one, but I think through Zoom we have been able to see ourselves one-on-one. Can you see that? That is what Zoom can do for you. That's the reason why you see that when I've met people online mostly, I ask them to come online. Even those who have met offline, probably we have not known ourselves very well. I can ask them to come to Zoom so that they can see my face. They can see my face. You know, sometimes when people see your face, it also gives them kind of confidence. It gives them kind of confidence. So if you are out there and you have people that was not interested previously in your business, I want you again today, after today meeting, I want you to visit their case. I want you to visit them. Those are the people who want you.
2008,
Now, when you look at it, follow-up process, you need to remember that this rule, 48 hours rule, you need to remember this.
At the same time.
When you invite people to your meeting, they attended your meeting online and offline. Number one thing in follow-up is that you need to follow them up. Follow LL within 48 hours, you must do it. Within this 48 hours, you must follow them up. Because what you are trying to do with this 48 hours is this. You want to register yourself and your business, you want to register it in their brain. You want to register in their brain. So you must remember this. You must follow them up. If somebody attended your seminar, maybe probably it's on online, 8 o'clock. You know, normally we have our meeting 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. or maybe some other people, you have your meeting in the morning. The only thing I do is that I give the person to the next day. The next day, the next morning, I communicate with them. You have to communicate with them. But let me tell you, immediately after the presentation, send them a text message. Appreciate them for attending the meeting. Appreciate them for the time. Appreciate them for the money spent. Whether they attend your meeting online or offline, hear me, they have spent money. Those who attended your meeting on Zoom, they spend money on data. Those who you invited to the office, they spend money on transportation. So two things. So you need to appreciate them for attending your the meeting, and appreciate them for the money spent to make sure that they attend the meeting. You send that immediately after the meeting. Don't wait for them to come back to you with a decision. Are you getting me? When you don't call them, they will come with their own decision. And one of the things that make them to bring this decision is, let me tell you, majority of people, when they attend your presentation, or when you share your pay plan and your product plan with them, they tend to go back home and share the idea with their friends and family. That's what they do. Majority of people, when they don't attend your meeting, they have negative mind towards your company. That is what they have. The mentality of people. And based on what the challenges that many people have faced before, when you introduce any company to them, the first thing that comes into their brain is, are you sure that this company will not fraud you? That was the first thing. Now, when you talk about product, they will tell you, no, we have bought so many products before. Are you sure this product will work the same way you are talking about the product? So those two things set into their brain. And because of that, when they go back home and share the idea with other people out there, what they give to them is negative. To be sincere with you, negative. I introduced business to someone sometimes ago, and the person came to the office, picked the product. The person wanted to transfer the money to my account, and I said, oh, the person who introduced you to me happened to be someone I know very well. Now there is network problem in the office. You could not transfer the money. But what I will do is this. I will give you one double stencil, one school fee for it. Take it home. When you get home, when you have good connection, then send the money to my account. That was what I did to the person. And on getting home, the person began to receive all sorts of discouragement. And I was trying to calm this person down, come. what they are telling you, they are not in the office. And those people that they are trying to discourage you, they never used our product before. If our product is not good, I will not give you this product to test. The person begin to like, my husband, my this. I say, okay, mama, you know what I will do? Bring the product, just look any other means to send the product back, there is no problem. So when I said that, and I let the person know that, come, it's not your money that we are after. You told me that your child, you are having this, your child is having this. That is what I'm after, and that's the reason why I have to, I have to give you this product. Do you get it? I take time to pray, and I didn't call again. The next day, I called again. When I did call and make the next day, God put the right one in my mouth, and believe me, that was what convinced that woman that, if I can hear this from you, believe me, I think immediately, it's not even up to 15 minutes, the woman sent the money to me, and she came to the office and picked her product. Are you getting me? What am I saying? Everyone that comes, that attend your training, both offline and online, what they have in their mind as they are going home, they were so happy as they are going home. Are you getting me? There is excitement as they are going home. But when they get home, they got home there and they meet many advisors. And they try to share the information with those people. And those people do what? And those people change their mind. Those people kill the fire of their excitement. And that's the reason why you see that you must do follow up with them. You must do follow, you must place your company. You must place genuinity in them. You must do that. You must do follow up. If somebody attends your meeting and while they get home and within 48 hours, you don't send message to them, you don't communicate with them, believe me, I give you another 48 hours. Someone out there will pollute their mind. And that's the reason why you need to do what? You need to do follow. So you don't wait for them to come back to you with a decision. You don't wait. You have to decide for them. How do you decide for them? By following them up. You decide for them. In network marketing, you see, I told you I don't want to bother you. I want to make this training simple. There is what we call exposure. What you do in follow-up is exposure. We continue giving you, bombarding them with information every day. Are you getting me now? The faster you get back to your prospect, the greater the chance of a yes answer. If you don't get back to them, the faster you get back to them, the faster you get answer. So when somebody attends your meeting, are you getting me? Please and please get back to them on time. What you are trying to do, you are trying to make them to say what? To say, oh, yes. That's what you are trying to do. You have tried all possible ways to make them, to say, oh, yes. That is what you are trying to do. If you don't follow them up, believe me, they won't say yes. They will relax. The reason is this. You have fed them with an information. When they get home, instead of them to digest the information alone, they also digest, they also feed another person with the information. And what is coming as the response from those people was a negative towards the information you have fed them with. So, but when you get back to them, believe me, you see them joining you. And let me tell you this. If somebody comes to your office, I said this last week when on prospecting, make sure that at least you offer them water. Make sure if you can offer them water, drinking water. Offer them, if it is soft drink, offer them soft drink. You don't wait for a company that the company is not offering them. The company has no business with that. But you have business with that. It takes me energy and money to bring somebody to the office. After that presentation, it takes me nothing to buy, drinking water or soft drink. Even I can go extra mile if I know that I see my pocket and I know my pocket I'm rich. I can go extra mile and buy snacks. Give it to them. Let them be comfortable. Let them know that I'm okay. And what I'm trying to do is just to introduce it to this business that I believe it will change your life. Let me tell you this. Despite the fact that you are doing follow-up, your prospect, you don't need them, they need you because they need your information. But let me tell you, there is an attitude that you need to show. Are you getting me? To let them know that you create relationship to need them. So the faster you get back to your prospect, the greater the chances of a yes answer. Have that one in your mind. Sorry. A minute. Sorry, excuse me. missed up the arrangements when I was doing the presentation. That's why I'm sorry. Now, I said strike the iron while it is hot. Are you getting me? Why it is, see, when somebody comes to your seminar or your presentation, both offline and offline, they are hot. I want you also to look at the day somebody invited you to the meeting. How did you feel then? Immediately after the presentation, you will remember that then you were so hot with that information you have received. You are so hot. Are you getting me? Now, because you are so hot, any next information passed to you by the person who, your prospect, the person who invited you, hear me, that information will stay. Let me tell you today, prospect and business builder leave because of poor follow-up. They don't know where to get the product or advice on building their businesses. Are you getting me? So when you look at it, now that it is hot, those people you have invited, when I say when it is hot, let me tell you, the list that is with you, having in your mind is still hot. Every lead that you have today is still hot. When you bring them to the seminar, you bring them to the seminar both offline and offline, have it in your mind. Is still hot. But after they have attended your meeting and you are not doing the follow-up, it's no more hot. So you must continue doing that follow-up. Those who attended your meeting last Monday, have you called them? Have you sent any testimony to them? Let me tell you one thing. The reason why you have brokers for you, as a member, you must have brokers for all your prospects. Until the moment the person sign up, you remove them from being prospect, you remove them from the prospect list to enrollment list. When you put them on the enrollment list, let me tell you, most of the video testimony you see today, for those who have attended your meeting before, both offline and online, daily or weekly, make sure you send video to them, testimony. And this testimony, you can send this testimony on through brokers. I believe every one of us all we know how to use brokers on your WhatsApp. WhatsApp is a very good tool to use. It's a very good tool to use for follow-up. You can use many messages to follow up daily. There are some people, they like you to call them. Some people receiving your messages daily, they appreciate it. And you can do your follow-up. Most of the result and achievement come after we faithfully follow up on newcomers. When you don't do follow up on them, they give up. Imagine when you want to sign up in Phytoscience and you don't follow them up. You don't follow them up. Imagine your upline didn't follow you up. How do you think they can get you into the business? They cannot get you into the business. I know of somebody who prospected by somebody. When it is time for these people to sign up, this man is nowhere to be found. No follow-up. Are you getting me now? When you don't follow up, it's as if you bring money to the market, you waste the money. What I mean is this: you waste the money on lease, you waste the money on money on the street. For example, you go on money on the street now, you do Facebook advert now. Then when all these people, these two strategies bring people to you, they call you, they chat you, but you are not doing the follow. What are you doing? You are wasting your resources. That's what you are doing. When you don't follow up means you are wasting resources. Follow up is so important. Follow up is so important. Thank you, but follow up is so important. The reason why you see many will tell you that they don't get results, not that they don't get results in getting contact, not that they don't get results in inviting people to seminar, but they don't get results in following up. They don't do follow up. They procrastinate. Many people procrastinate. Oh, you just remember somebody. You remember somebody you have prospected some months ago. Instead of you to pick your call immediately and call that person immediately, you don't do it. Let me tell you this. There are some times, I don't know if it has happened to many of us. You see, to be sincere with you, you can't remove God from whatever you do as a human. You can't remove God. There are some times that God will remind the person about the opportunity, and the same God will come to you and remind you about that opportunity, about that person. When God can go extra and say, oh, this is my son, this is my daughter. You have been trying to do this business. This is the time for me to help you. Now, God will remind the person of that business. Your prospect, God will remind the person of that business. The same God will come to you, remind you, put it in your brain. This is this. When last do you hear about this person? Don't you know that when God is reminding you, when last do you hear about this person? It means that something has happened in the camp of that person. All you need to do is you call the person immediately. Let me tell you this. Sometimes ago, I was just in my sitting room and somebody came to my mind. I said, why this person came to my mind? Immediately, I went in, I picked the number, and I called the person. And I was discussing, oh, long time, how are you? Even I've not heard you from you since then. I began to discuss with the person. Do you know what shocked me? The person said, Mr. Jide, I said, sir, he said, do you know that I just thought of you now? I said, yes, you thought of me because it is time for you to join this business. Yes. Who reminded the person? The same person who reminded the person is the same person who reminded me that no, it is time for this person is right. It is time for this, it is time for you to call this person. I don't know if it has happened to many of us many times when you sit down and your mind will be with the person. Your mind will ask you to call somebody, and when you call the person will tell you, in fact, I'm just thinking about you now. How many of us have experienced that? Let me see your hand. If you know you have experienced that, let me see your hand. Something just put in your brain that, what about this person? And why the person is telling you what about this person, you also, you calling the person is telling you that, no, this, in fact, I just thought of you. Yeah, can you get that? Thank you, Mr. Roland. Thank you, Madam Slexia. That is how things work many times. That is how things work. If God has promised you that he's going to bless the work of your hand, hear me, you have your own part to do. If he has reminded you of somebody, of the prospect you have prospected them, you need to call this person, he has reminded you, but the next thing is that you procrastinate, you don't do anything, you just abandon. Don't worry, I will call this person tomorrow again. Then how it works in prospecting, to be sincere with you, it works. When you are faithful in follow up, believe me, you get good results. Follow up if you are faithful. So, while you are following up, let me tell you this. Don't just follow up on money issue. No. You see, there is a reason why people come to the network. One day I was with one of our leaders who happened to be a diamond today. And I asked this woman, I said, come and tell me how you come to know about Phytoscience and how do you convince to join this business? You know what she told me? She told me that I joined this business because of my health issue. Now, this is where I'm going. There are some people, when they sign up because of their health. Such people, you can't follow them up about pay plan. Can you get that? You can't follow them, those persons, about pay plan. What you need to do concerning that person is you follow that person up. That's why I say follow up users or consumers. You need to follow that person up based on product relationship, based on product. You have to follow that person based on product. Don't go and follow that person based on money making. Imagine somebody that has cancer, somebody that is battling with cancer. The first thing that person wants to do is how that person can receive the head back. So when you know that somebody signed up with you based on product issue, based on health issue, you follow them up based on health issue, and they are the user or the consumers. And when they are doing that, you let the person that come. I just want you to be fine. When you are fine, there is business opportunity around this product. You have seen, that one is already sink into the person's brain. Don't just give the product to the person and begin to follow up the person on the product. No, let the person, as you give the product, while the person is using it, do the follow and let the person know that come. I'm going to tell you, there are some things I need to tell you because this product you are using, there are some business opportunities surrounding it, but I want you to get your head back first before I can discuss that with you. You have seen your Jide. The whole you need now just to follow up on at the product level. So don't go and follow up somebody that is using your product for maybe to be out of their health challenge, and you are not discussing follow up. When are you going to sign up? When are you going to do this? That will not bring a good follow-up. Are you getting me now? That will not bring a good follow-up. A good follow-up, people interest. You have to look at people interest. Your contact. What is their interest? There are some. Compensation plan is their interest. Some product is their interest. Some relationship is their interest. There are some people that they feel lonely and they only just like want to mingle. Are you getting me now? Relationship is their system. If I will ask many people in UK today, they will tell you that even coming on Zoom alone like this, it helps them because it's like that place is not like Africa here where they can easily mingle with everybody. But coming to Zoom alone, it makes them to feel at home. It makes them as if, no, I'm among Nigeria, I'm among my people. So you have to look at the interest. There are some people that they come to the business based on money, but you know that your own objective is to make money. But when you are doing your follow-up, their own objective is number one to you. Their own objective supersedes your objective at that particular moment. Follow up on how the product works for them. Get good feedback, testimony. Somebody came to our office yesterday. Hear me very well. I introduced this product to them some years back. It's over 2 years. And time to time, I communicate with them. And let me tell you, yesterday when they came again, they bought one pack maybe some weeks ago. And yesterday, they called me. I said, when they called me, they said, wow, we are receiving a testimony today. And that testimony, in fact, is making me to 100% ready for this business. I say, you are welcome. Yes, testimony. Testimony can bring people to your business. Show that you are not the eat and rot type. You need to show them. It's not only just money, money, money. No. You need to show. These are process you need to understand. Let me tell you, it marvels me when some people call that I've signed up to this person, they don't have my time again, they don't do this again, they don't do that again. No. Despite the fact that somebody have signed up or they have not signed up, you must follow them all. You must follow them all. Even if consumer does not come in as a business builder, a satisfied consumer can give a good referral. So even if they have not become a leader, but hear me, a satisfied consumer can give a good referral. Yes. Somebody who is satisfied with your business. Something led me to an association in Nigeria. And the man said, I'm not interested in business. I'm only interested in consuming the product. I said, sir, no problem. You just continue consuming the product. Yes. Continue consuming. Because I believe that one day, as you are consuming the product, you will introduce the product to another person, and it is that person that will join me and begin to promote the business together. So please, You need to make sure that, let me tell you this on follow-up. Follow-up is all about building good relationship with them. You need to build good rapport with them. Don't be so keen about, oh, come just sign up, you need to bring 2 people, you need, let them satisfy. When they are satisfied, that's the reason why you see I shared with you last 2 weeks last 2 weeks that at least you need to talk to at least 3 people on daily basis. You need to prospect at least 3 people on daily basis. You need to do follow-up at least on 3 people on the daily basis. You get 3 prospects every day, you follow 3 prospects every day. I'm going to talk to us on that next week. And next week, having in mind by next week, by God will, we are going to finish this follow-up, prospecting. You need to follow up. Make sure they are satisfied. Make sure you are not just, don't show that you are not the, show them that you are not the eat and run type. The moment somebody sign up in your team, in fact, you begin to bully them, you begin to talk anyhow to them. No. You need to follow them. Bomba to bomba. Let me use that one. Bomba to bomba. Follow them. Because when you follow them, you begin, it is only when you follow them and they see that you are real. They see that, no, these are the people this is the kind of person I can confide in. In fact, many of them even will tell you their own personal challenge. And once they see that, yes, you are the kind of people that are listening here, you know, you see them 100% free with you. And before you know it, you begin to run business together. There is one of our leaders that recently I called the person, I'm going to mention the person's name. That is Mary G. There is a guy, I don't know if the master is here. Let me see if the master is here. Oh, the master is not here. I asked Mary G one day, I said, come, this man, have you known this man before now? She said, no, I've not known this man before now. I said, because you guys, you are doing as if you have even known each other. He said, see, Mr. Jide, this is it. Why? She followed them up. She followed them up. And today, you see Mary G, you see the master, and they are doing well. Do you get me? Can we show some reaction to that? Let's show some reaction. You know, we have many leaders that you see them that they are following their team up. They are following up. We need to learn this. We need to learn how to follow up. Not just register them. Don't just register them. Follow up is beyond what you think. Follow up means you can even go down beyond business. That is follow up. Creating deep relationship with them. Put yourself in their minds. Let me tell you, there are some people today. Even you, there is not there you think in this business. There is not there you think about your business. You don't think about them. The reason is this: they have managed to place themselves inside you. It's like a man. It's like a couple. It's like a couple. A wise man, let me say a wise husband, yes. A wise husband put himself inside the wife. That's what a wise husband do. And how do you do that? You show her love. You place yourself. I don't know if you have learned the act of placing yourself inside people. That is what we mean by follow up. Place yourself, place your business, place your company inside them. Anytime, any day they wake up, it is you. They remember you. Anytime, any day, they remember you. Imagine if a couple, and is the kind of person that the husband fight the wife every day. Let me tell you, you will realize that gradually that love will begin to wax cold. If the man has become a tree inside that woman before he begins to reduce, that is how follow-up is. You must place yourself, your information, yourself, your business, place it inside the prospect. That's what you do. And that's what makes me to do what? You follow up. People like you call them when they are using your product. Time to time, you call them time to time. How's the product? Are you feeling? How are you doing now? I hope you are okay now. Don't worry. I believe that very soon you are going to get where you are going to get your this day back. Those things count. People love sauce. Follow up on business builders, at least leaders. You need to follow. Follow up is not only for your prospect. Even your leaders, you need to follow up on them. You follow up on them. New business builder may face a lot of negative and challenging situations when they look for new prospects, attending meeting, training, and moving product. They are not prepared mentally for negative exposure. So best to support them well. You need to support them. You have to support them. They are not prepared mentally for negative exposure. Do what you promise them to do. Do it for them. Many of us on that, before people join you, you have promised them heaven and earth. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. And by the time they join you, you don't do it again. Or the prospect. Go extra mile for them. There are some people you see and active people in your, you foresee that this person is going to be an active person. Are you getting me? But you look at it that, okay, I have this social money and this person have this. Let me look at, okay, let me encourage this person to come for platinum. This person say he has money to come for gold and how much remain to go to platinum? Okay, 50,000. And you are in position to can release that 50,000 without stress. You can release it to encourage the person. You can. It depends on the way you take your team. I'm not saying you should use that because find some people also take that for granted. But believe me, you need to use this to, to create relationship with them. You need to do that to create relationship with them. Now, we are still on following up. One of the things you need to understand is this: in closing your deal, in following up, you need to be honest. The reason why you see that many of us, we don't get people registered, we are not able to close the deal, is because we say something today, tomorrow is another thing we say, next tomorrow is another thing. Even they can't even, you see, let me tell you, when people look at you for the first time, they don't know you. And number one thing is that they want to know you. And in knowing you, you need to be honest. Ask yourself today, are you honest? Are you honest? Something happened recently. Somebody wanted to join the business, and when the person was about to sign up for the business, the upline to be don't have time again. The person said, I sent messages several times. Oh, I'm coming, no time again. She doesn't give me time again. And that was how the person went online and looked for somebody who we have a time. Are you getting me, leaders? Be honest. Part of being honest is for you to be available. In following up, you have to be available. Availability matters most. If you are not available, believe me, you cannot do follow-up. You cannot do follow-up. If you really want to do follow-up, be honest and be available. Clear all doubt of your prospect. You need to clear all doubt. I've told you in network marketing, there's what we call exposure. You need to, exposure is part of what you have explained to you. Because time to time, when you have any testimony, you inform them. You can call somebody, oh, how are you, Mrs. Bibi? How are you? I hope you are fine today. I just say, let me just call you just to remind you about our business opportunity. In fact, today we had meeting today, and it was so, in fact, the kind of testimony we received today is amazing. And I just feel like, let me share the testimony with you. Though I don't want to, I don't want to disturb you with call. I don't want to bug you, but I'm going to forward you the video of that testimony. Bam! Immediately after you call it, make sure you have prepared the video ready. Immediately you call the phone, send the video. All these things, you are doing this to do what? To clear all doubt of your prospect. That's what you are trying to do. It's to call it. Even anytime you have Zoom meeting, you can just tell them, oh, how are you today? I believe you are feeling fine. In fact, we had Zoom meeting today. In fact, we received nothing less than 4 testimonies today. Testimony about somebody who have sick of cancer for many years. Just all the kind of don't lie to them, please. Make sure you have 1 or 2 or 3 testimonies to share with them. Share with them, send one to them. As you are sharing that testimony, is sink in their brain. Somebody sent a video of epilepsy. I don't know who sent that. Maybe it's in one of our group. And do you know that there is a lady I've been prospecting for long? She has been telling me, oh, I'm with the company. I said, okay, when you are with the company, just stay with them. But I believe that this one, this product, we do. Our product is so fantastic that in fact, most of the things that some other product could not do, our product can do. I was just trying to, When I send that video to that person that day, the person called me and said, she has never called me all this message I've been sending. She only responds to my message. But she called herself immediately she saw that message. And that was what triggered the person that, come, I'm going to be part of this business. Do you get that? There are some things, all those videos you see people send to you, you might be thinking that you just check the video, you don't forward the video to other people. Hear me today. I've used some of the testimony video to network people, and they are already members today. And I believe many of them that have used the video to network, I believe many of you are hearing me today. Do you get it? Let your prosper. Lay down the pros and cons, but give emphasis on the potential of the opportunity. Don't lie to them. Give them exactly what the opportunity is. Give it to them. Many people may not understand reason why, I believe, I'm very sorry because many leaders have fought me on this, that why is it that we don't use anytime we have seminar, we don't use POS to do the reason is this. And we want them to be their own mind. We let them be with their own sense before they say yes to your business. Let them be in their own minds. We are just trying to make sure that to let them know that no, be in your own mind before you decide yes to our business. I don't want somebody to say, they collect money by me by if I was not in my group before they collect the money. No, it can be work for some people, fine. If you know it's working for you, you can bring your own personal ATM, whatever, into the home. No problem. I don't have a problem with that. But we don't do that. The reason why we don't do that is this. We are not forcing people to do the business, but we have to tell you everything about the business. Then decide for yourself. Go home and decide. But when I'm saying go home and decide, I'm immediately before the person gets home, you begin to call the person. Let your prospect visualize that he or she can do what? Can do it. Let them visualize that they can do it. Let them visualize they can do it. Don't force people into business that they cannot do. I don't force people into business that I introduced somebody from another country recently, and I showed you something, and the person said, sign me. I said, no, it's not the issue of you want to sign up. No, it's not that issue. I want to explain the pay plan to you deep and the product to you first. When you have the product, when you have all the information there, come and tell me if you are interested. And after the whole presentation, believe me, the presentation, because I wasn't really after then, but I was giving 1 hour every day to this lady, an hour daily to this lady. In fact, mostly I go online by 10 p.m. with her. And after the whole thing, he called me and said, Mr. Jide, I'm interested in this business. I said, that is what I've been expecting for you, but not something that I'll be the one to be forcing you to be interested in my business. No, you don't force people when you are doing prospecting. You don't force people when you are doing follow-up. You don't force people when you are closing your follow-up. You don't force people. You only encourage them. How do you encourage them? Show them love. Create relationship with them. Create relationship with them. Create relationship. Create relationship. There are some people, so sometimes that when people come to your seminar, they don't even have money to transfer themselves home. You can do it. Okay. Somebody you think that doesn't have, is it me that now be, it's like this one want to be a body. It's like this person want to be a body on me. I don't have this time. Hear me. Somebody you see as a body can be the person that will introduce you to a firebrand in your team. So don't never, in the network market, don't look at anyone as a body. Never. That's why I'm saying, when you invite them for your meeting, you need to study them. This person, is this the kind of person that have money even to transfer you and say, oh, you need to know. Are you getting me? Following up is the key. If you can do follow up, believe me, you earn good money in this business. Give your prospect the option on how to sign up. You have to give them option on how to sign up. It depends. When you show them the parts, there are some that will tell you that I can start with this. Some people have money to start. Some will tell you, no, I don't have this, but I can start from this. It's still part of your follow-up. It's still part of your follow-up. It's still part of your. So what am I saying in conclusion? When you look at it, when you follow all and follow them all, start building relationship with your prospect. You need to start building relationship with your prospect. You need to start building relationship with your prospect. Start building relationship. The stronger the friendship, the stronger the trust and the respect you will have for each other. Do you get it now? You need to start building relationship with them. Start building relationship with your people. You need to start building relationship. In building relationship with them, that will help you. That will help you to do what? To achieve your goal. In building relationship with them, then that will not bring us back to this. That will bring you back to this. You know, I started from here and I'm coming back to this place. In building your relationship, building everything, it makes your 100 lead to become 1 enrollment. It makes it to become 2 enrollment. It makes it to become 3 enrollment. It makes it to become 4, and it makes it to become 5. And that is how you see that you begin to have a good team. And next week, to the glory of God, I'm going to tell you your fundamental team. Your fundamental team. You know, I show you the process of the chain of network marketing, and also I show you what I mean by fundamental. Fundamental from you. The first set of people you have is your fundamental, and those fundamental is what you develop. Are you getting me? To move on, I'm going to show you that next week, and what you are going to do for you to move there, what you must do on daily basis for you to do this. We are going to look into that next week. But before I go, before we call it a day, or before I attend to any question, I want to call 1 or 2 people that I believe that they have been doing this, they have been doing follow-up, they have been really doing follow-up in this business, and believe me, they have been, I know that they have been getting results. You may not see them, you may not know them, but believe me, these are people that they have been doing follow-up, and believe me, they have been getting results in this wonderful business. So I want to call the first person here. And that is let me see. That is Bibi. Bibi, Madam Bibi is here. Bibi, are you there?
I'm here, sir.
Bibi, are you there?
I'm here with you, sir.
How are you, ma?
Fine, thank you, sir.
How's everything, ma?
Great.
Is it possible to see your face?
Thank you.
Is it possible to see your face?
Yes, it is possible, sir.
Oh, let's see your face. Thank you, Mama. How are you, ma?
I'm fine, thank you, sir.
Because I want people to see you like that. The reason why I pray that we should see your face. Now, I want you, if you look at what we have discussed today on following up, I've told the team, I'm not here I just want to make this thing simple for you. Because when you make things simple, gradually you learn it and, you move forward. Now, if you look at it, you have been doing placing adverts, both offline, online, do money on the streets, are doing them, and I can see myself that you have been getting results on doing this. And I really want our team today to learn from you the way you have been doing follow-up. We want to make it practical. What people can, what people can see in the field, what people can see on their daily, on their daily activity. So we really want to learn from you this morning, man. How have you been doing in this process of follow-up? Please, can you enlighten us today?
All right, sir. Thank you so very much, Mr. Jide. Mr. Jide, you've been a wonderful leader. I don't know what to say. Anybody in Phytoscience is just count yourself lucky. You are the best thing that can ever happen to this company. It's awesome. And follow-up is the backbone of this business. Without follow-up, there is nothing. I don't know. It is before the meeting, one of my downline called me. And we're just chatting, and she just told me that, BB, I've not done anything since January. I don't understand this Phytoscience business. I allowed her to say everything. And I was like, there's nothing wrong with Phytoscience business. Everything is wrong with you. Now, tell me, in the past 8 weeks, how many people have you spoken to? You need to check yourself. How many people have you spoken to? And you want there to be anything? When Mr. Jide showed the first slide, I was laughing because I told her, please, everybody needs to know this formula in network marketing. We have to talk to 100 people to get 10. And out of those 10, we are expecting just 1. Did you see how it is? Did you see the ratio? So if you have just spoken to 5 people in a month, what do you expect? And you want results? It's a capital letter no. Now, prospecting. I prospected a man that I've been following up for about 6 months. I called him on Monday. We spoke at length. He had purchased the product the very first time I met him. And he told me he was going to register because he used it for himself. He loved it. He used it for his mom. His mom is like loving it. The man is in his 50s, so you can imagine how old the mom is. So I followed up on him, and I said, he had wanted to buy more. Then I said, what is stopping you, sir? Now you have to give me your details to do your registration. The man said, okay. On Tuesday, he was going to pay me. I didn't hear anything from him on Tuesday. On Wednesday, I called him. I said, sir, I'm here to see your alert. That was my follow-up. Good morning, sir. How are you doing? Sir, I am yet to see your alert. That was what I said. I said, Ma, I'm very sorry. I forgot. You can imagine. He actually forgot. He needed this product, but he forgot. He said he was going to send it. He did not send it. Yesterday, I greeted him and I said, okay, that was yesterday. This morning, I just sent him, good morning, sir. This is a reminder. He said, oh, ma, thank you so very much. I'm doing it right away. He sent me the money right away, and I asked for wallet. So follow-up is very, very important. Now, we're talking about prospects. What about those that you have signed up that are your partners? Don't make the mistake because you have them in your business, you will not follow up on them. I follow up on my partners on a daily basis. One, this shows that you're concerned about them. You were not just after the money. This shows that you love them. You have their best interest at heart. That is what this is showing. And all my teammates, those that are ready for business, that is how you get to know them. Because when you are following up on them, it will help you to know those you will concentrate on, rather than concentrating on people that are not ready to run the business. You will be able to fetch out those that are serious from those that are not serious, that don't worth your time, so that you can help your other team members to grow. So follow-up is very, 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 very important. Even customers. If anybody tells you don't need customer in this business, you need customers. Customers pushing it for you. We cannot deceive ourselves. You need to get customers, and you use those customers' money. You see, some of my customers, I sell it to them, I give it to them at the company's price. That helps me to do my maintenance. My maintenance is over 200 days. You understand? Because eventually, when you sell to them at retail and somebody meets them and wants to register them, they will come back to you because the price you're giving them is just ridiculously crazy. Because nobody is going to give them anything less than 20,000 naira or your snowfield fort. So when you give them as company's price, you are trying to keep them alone to yourself. Because when somebody wants to prospect them, they will already tell you that they have somebody. And now when you keep relationship with those that you follow up, like Mr. Jide said earlier, maybe after 2, 3, 4 years, somebody goes to prospect them. They know they have one sister. You become a sister already or a brother. Ah, no, I have a brother that has been telling me this since. And because you say, hello, how are you? You take it off the business. It gets to a particular point in time, you take it off the business. You create relationship. How is work today? How is your family? They will say, are you still doing that thing? Oh, very well. That's what I do. And I've been touching life like that. So follow-up is very, very important. Please do not put follow-up away from this business. It's important. I know it might not be easy, but if you do that on a daily basis, it becomes part of you. It's like checking on your siblings. You understand? It's like checking on a very good friend. That is how follow-up is. And when you follow up on people, people love it so much because even Nigeria, hustle and bustling can kill somebody. So a word, just drop a text message or something, they are happy. They are happy. Most of my team members, I tell you, let me don't lie, 85% of them, I've not met them, but we have great relationship. Please, I think, like Sofna would say, with this few points of mine, I think I've been able to drop something into somebody's heart. Please, follow up is very important in this business. If you don't follow up, and this business is it's a game of numbers. You need to know your numbers in this business. If you don't know it, you'll be fed up. If you know that you need to prospect 100 people to get 10 people, and out of those 10 people, you are only expecting one to run the business. Thank you so very much, Mr. Jide, for allowing me to say a little of what I have in mind. Thank you, sir. Oh, sorry. Mr. Jide is not even in the house. Wow. Can anybody unmute himself? Let me unmute Mama. Okay, yes, Oga Ophios is here. Unmute. Mr. Ophios, please unmute yourself.
Yeah.
Let me unmute Mama too. And your network is breaking.
So it's okay. Let me see if Mr. Jide is back.
Please, can you make a contribution? Mommy, you can also unmute yourself.
Okay, soft mind.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I've already done that many thanks. Amazing sharing, Mami.
Thank you.
It's only one who has got an experience that can really dish it out the way you have done. It wasn't a few points of yours at all. It wasn't a few points. With this much points, that's how you have started statements. It's amazing. At least your experience has been felt by many, and how they can also go about it, because sometimes I notice that it's somehow difficult for people to ask for prospects to make their payments and all, because they are looking at it like, oh, it's disturbance or something like that. But the truth is that if you appreciate the value that you have and you're carrying, you would want to say it like you mean it.
Yes.
And let the other person to also feel it that same way.
You're right.
Yes, and you have to be at your game. You need to really value this industry, appreciate it.
Yes.
represent it the way it is. Not if you, by the time you start representing it otherwise, it will look as though you are not sure. So following up comes with confidence. You need to
Yes.
really have that confidence. A little bit perceived in your word, in your speech, even from a
Yes.
distance.
You're right.
If you're talking to someone, even physically, you talk with so much boldness, not by saying, letting the person feel as though you love money, but you are actually portraying value in what the person you're showing the person, and the person should look at it that way, because most people will not want to cut away money if they're not convinced of the value. Sometimes they forget, but most importantly, follow up will really help the person to understand very well, and how you present it really goes a long way.
Yeah.
I love one aspect that I would like to share with us, because it's very, very vital. Like when you bring people into the business, it's like they said, the business is you are in the business for yourself, but not by
Yourself.
Find a way to allow that to sink in, so that you'll be relevant in the lives of everybody that is in the business, even the ones that's probably not around you. You could also render some help. I do a lot of monitoring. Sorry, I'm not monitoring spirit. So. The thing is that if I see points coming in from my genealogy, I try to make it as a responsibility to look down where it is coming from. I'm not doing it because I want to spy on anyone, but I found how important it is by helping other people whose eyes are not in their genealogy at some point in time to get back to their genealogy. I've oftentimes seen a lot of people with red head or inactiveness. Let me use that word, inactiveness. I've seen situations where huge points will be on a pairing team of. Sorry, please. Let me just mute this a bit. Only stay away from me, please. Sorry about that. I just don't want Offia's phone to echo into mine, so that you can enjoy the flow. So oftentimes you may not be able to see what's going on in your genealogy, and you as an individual, following up on your team could help you get them back and appreciate what's going on. Some people feel that if they are not the ones signing up people, points may not come from anywhere. Little did you know that people that are in your genealogy, they don't have to take permission from you before they sign up people. And the way
No,
God
they
has
don't.
blessed, yes, and the way God has blessed us in this our business, it can just come at any point in time. So when I see points like this, I just keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. And I've oftentimes helped quite a number of persons who are inactive. I make sure before 5 o'clock they have locked in to maintain, so that they can earn and also retain those points that are coming on. And at this point, I would also want to humbly appeal to everyone. In as much as follow-up is very, 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 very important, always prepare yourself, prepare as in guard yourself very well, so that unforeseen circumstances may not be part of your story. you know it's just like somebody whose genealogy is always very busy. How dare you not to do your maintenance too? Come on. Some kind of mistakes shouldn't be seen. How dare you not even do your maintenance one? So, I mean, we are entering another month. Even starting from now, let us have this habit of always staying active in our business. Dangote cannot afford not to be active. Okay? Dangote cannot afford not to be active. Business men and women cannot afford, if you see their attitude, they are like lion. They are active, so that they will not be hungry. So that they will at least any prey that is any opportunity that is coming their way, they grab it, they are ready at all times. So one of the key attributes for you to show that you are ready for your business and you are really, really in control, it's for you to do your maintenance 1 and 2. I know that is just out of the radar of follow up and prospecting, but it's just in synergy. I just want just throw that in because I've seen so many people that are making that mistake of not staying active. Is very, very important. So okay, sorry, I think a message just dropped in.
Jide is also back.
Mr. Jide is back.
Yes,
So
he's also
okay,
back.
Yes, Amma, you can continue, ma. We are enjoying you. Continue.
Great. Mr. Jide, you're welcome, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. It's not been nice of us not to represent you very well. I know you were rest assured that even if while the network threw you out, you have people who Mommy, don't laugh. People that are following your footsteps and people that are examples of what we preach here, and we cannot just but share our thoughts in line with what you have just spoken to us about. It is a very, very big exposition, let me use that word, and I'm sure those that are coming in for the first time and are here would see that, oh, these people really are into serious business where we touch all the loopholes, we seal all corners. And I want to say a very big welcome to those who probably just joined in and just signed up. You are very, very welcome. Feel free to do well to ask questions so that you'll be well guided. If you don't understand follow up, how to go about the nitty gritties, please feel free. It's free. We don't have anything to hide here. If we do have things to hide, you only see like the like of Mr. Jide being at the top. But if you notice, a lot of people are getting better results for it. I recently was called and recommended by somebody to talk to some network marketers. At the end of my discussion with them, what came out of their mouth was amazing. They said, so one can share this kind of ideas with people that are not even in your company, people that are not even in your team. I said, yeah, it's something that you are practicing with your team. So why shouldn't you be able to advise people in other networks? And they were amazed. I shared some tips with them and they were like, and this among them is somebody who has risen very high and has a team of persons that are really very hungry and have not succeeded. So some people may not see reasons why they need to do a follow-up and make sure as many people as possible are like them. It is very, very important. Let us imbibe that attitude and that culture. So long as you're already having 1, 2, 3 people in your genealogy, you have a responsibility. So if you don't know the how, feel free to ask questions. You definitely get answers. Lest I talk much, I would like to leave the floor for other people to share and ask questions. God bless you. Thank you so much for giving me the privilege.
Thank you. Can we show some reaction, please? Let's show some reaction. That is our Lady Black Diamond. Wow. That's great. So this is the time for question and answer. Need to leave here 15 more minutes. If you know that you have question, please, let's see your hand. I'm seeing the Shekina Lawal. Please, any question that has to do with our topic today, please. You can unmute yourself, sir. Shekina Lawal, you can unmute yourself.
She's a man.
Mars. Okay, you are welcome.
Well done, sir. Thanks so much for
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Sir, we in the process of following up, sir.
Okay.
We have some people who are like they've been in some other network marketing before. They've been there, they've been this, and I have some people telling us that they have some other double stem cells, but I always tell them that our own is quite different, that they really need to test. I just want to also buttress what you said about following up, sir. What you taught us last week, I tried it. I now discover, sir, that truly, if we do not follow up, we might lose someone to someone just coming.
Yes.
When you told us that someone will be exposed maybe like 4-6 times before they get convinced.
Yeah.
Honestly speaking, some people that I talked to, I sort of helped those who have talked to them before to gain them back. Because one of them was telling me, I've heard about this thing 5 years ago. I said, okay, please do that. Go back to the person that told you about this 5 years ago. But the second person couldn't really locate the person that registered him that 4 years ago. So he ended up registering under someone that I registered. So thanks so much, sir, for the reminder.
Thank you.
Sir, about our snowfield, sir, some of our prospects need snowfield. I don't know when we can get snowfield.
By next week, by next week, by God grace, next week.
Okay, sir.
By next week,
sir.
they are picking the product on Monday, so we'll get it in Nigeria next week.
Okay, sir. So we can assure them. I was actually telling them this week because we've been waiting
by next
since
week.
last week.
By next week. What really happens is that if you look at some of these double stem cells we have, they are blocked. They are a little bit. There are some that are congealed.
Okay, sir.
So they are working on 1 or 2 things so that at least the product they will bring this time around, they won't experience such.
Okay,
but everything is in control.
Thank you, sir. We really appreciate you, sir.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Thank you. Any other question, please, before we call it a day? Any question? At least let's attend to 2 more questions. 2 more questions. Please, all we have been discussing from day 1 down to this time, I want you to go home, look at it, begin to make it work. It is you that will make it work. It is you. That's why you see that we make this training very simple for us. It's not something that we make it something tedious, loaded you with all sorts of information. No, we want you to, we want something that at least we have used and is working. And that is why you see that we make this training simple for you, so that any day, anytime, use it and you see that exactly what we are discussing here, that is what you see. I'm seeing someone from Saudi Arabia. You can mute yourself, man.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay, you're welcome.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for the presentation given to us. May God bless you all.
Amen.
I have some members that just joined. They are waiting for their products. They're not happy with the situation, sir.
You say?
I have some members that just joined. They couldn't receive the products.
They couldn't receive the product. When did they join?
So they said only double stem cell.
Can you remove the echo? Can you remove the echo, please?
Okay. Hello, sir. Are you hearing me now?
I can hear you, man.
I said I have some members that just joined. They want to receive collect their product, but unfortunately they said Crystal has no fee has finished. When I explained to them, they say why should it be like that?
You see, I don't know what.
They registered. They are JP members. You know their product contain 6 Crystal, 4 snow fees.
Okay.
By the time they want to collect it, they said only double sets are available. Even they can bring it, but they say it's not easy to.
I think I've answered this question just now. I said by next week we will receive products. I've answered this.
Okay. Next week, no date.
No date. I just have it in my. I know that by next week we'll receive it.
Okay. Thank you. Second one, please. I have a prospect. Whenever I'm talking to them, presenting the company to them, she's saying she's okay, she's that, she's this. But when I didn't give her, again, she said she cannot do this business because of this or that. I tried to talk to her, but later she said she cannot be okay whenever she's sick, only at the time she hit church. So I don't know what to say again. Please kindly help me out.
What you do to such person is let the person use the products. It's like you are using two devices there.
She used one package. She used one package. She said she didn't say anything. I gave her this package without payment. I said, go and try it. She said she used one packet, no result. I said, one packet, maybe your body system is very hard. Go and finish it. When you are okay, give me back the money. But she still insisted that no, maybe it's not working for her. I said, no need, just go and do it. Okay, tell your husband to help you, remind you every day so that you can do that. But again, she's always saying, at last say, unless you eat stuff, that is, eat this paracetamol, this stuff, that she can get okay. She didn't believe in something like this. So I don't know what again to tell her. Okay, I said, okay, if you like, return the product. If you like, keep the product, but I don't want you to keep it without using it. If you don't want to use it, please give it to so and so. So that's our condition. But now you are saying we should continue prospecting, doing follow-up for our whole prospect. So I don't know what to do to somebody like this.
You see, what really happened with that person is that, when you give people free product, that is the result we get. That's why you see, even up to today, I don't give people product, my product free to use. So, what you need to do now is you need to use testimony now to do follow-up with that person. Testimony. So make sure you get videos of different testimony, but don't send all the testimony at once. Maybe one testimony in a week or two testimony. Two testimony in a week. Just post. If you send one testimony on Monday, maybe another one on Wednesday, you stop. Next week again, you send another. By the time the person continues to see testimony from people here and there, you see that the person will come up. Is that clear, man? Oh. So things like that, we need testimony to bring that person back on board. What you need, if you are out there and if you are in here and you have such challenge, mostly when you give product to people, they will come and tell you that the product is not working. It's because number one, maybe they don't have money or they don't want to pay you. They don't want to pay. So the next thing they will tell you is that your product is not working. But if you see have difficult people like that, use testimony. When you are receiving testimony here and there, use the testimony, two testimony weekly. Just be sending to them and you see that they will yield back to sign up. So I'm seeing
Roland,
can you unmute yourself? Roland, can you unmute yourself?
Thank you, Mr. Jide. Thank you so much for the exquisite training you have given to us.
Thank you, sir.
And I have this challenge about some of these prospects I have been going on with. And after talking to them, they are just really dragging their feet, and they will come to say they haven't money to sign up and all kinds of things they will be giving as excuses. And then I'll allow them. In fact, what I'm asking now is, out of your own or from your own wealth of experience, what do you advise? Do I go back to them again after they had all shown their signs, like saying they don't have money to sign up? They give all kinds of excuses. Is it still good to go back to them, or is it not going to be looking as if I am over bothering them with such
No, you are
getting
not
back to them.
You are not overboarding them. Now, number one thing you need to understand, these people, are they the type of people that are serious about the business? Hello?
Hello?
Do you think they are serious about the business?
Yes, that is the area I find difficult to decipher if they're really serious with that by what that's saying. You know what I mean?
When last do you discuss with them? When last?
Really, it's over a month now after all of their showings.
Okay, what you do is they go back to them.
Okay.
Are you getting it? Discuss with them again.
Right.
Go back to them again. Use testimony. You see, use testimony to bring them back.
Okay.
If you have very good testimony, maybe on cancer or diabetes or high blood pressure, send it to them. Bam. Let them see the testimony. After 2 days again, send the testimony to them. You call them. My people, look at it. People are giving testimony about this wonderful opportunity. Then you can continue relation with them. I mean, you can continue where you stop from where you stop.
Mr. Jide, can I
go on. Okay.
Can I have this, Mr. Jide?
Yeah, you are free, man.
All right, Mr. Roland, you really, like Mr. Jide said, you need to know. You see, people might say they don't have money, but you really need to know. Have you exposed them to the presentation?
One I had invited, but they didn't come. He didn't come. Yeah, that's the thing.
That is why they say they don't have money, because they've not been exposed to the presentation. You know what I want to do? These days, we have our presentation on YouTube. I don't know which of the group you belong to. You can just send them one of these days, the presentations we have on Monday, just send them. I don't know which genealogy you are in, but it's on the platform.
Yeah.
Please send them the video and ask them to watch. After they must have watched, try to know which aspects they are interested in. Now we are not looking at the money. If they don't have money, fine. There are other ways they can come into this business.
Okay.
The first thing you need to know is, are you interested in building the business or the product? You understand?
Yeah.
Now, if it's the business, people that don't have money, we like working with them. They will not say how. You understand?
Yeah.
Then you can now help discuss with your upline. There are ways that we do it. You understand? If they are interested in the business and they don't have money, please discuss with your upline. We like working with people that don't have money, because if people have money and they are not interested in the business, they won't run it. They won't run it. You understand? But if you are interested in the business and you don't have the money, yes, tell them we are happy to work with them, and we'll take it from there.
Okay.
Thank you.
So
You can ask
who is your upline? Who is your upline?
Madam Nkechi.
Who is the Nkechi line?
Prof is our genealogist, is our ancestor. Prof is our ancestor.
Okay. Do you, Madam Bibi, do you have that training, the one with the one by Bibi?
Yes, Ogame, the one on Monday.
Do you have it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can give it to. You can send it to her. I mean, we can send it to you.
Madam Nkechi will have it, sir. They are in Prof's genealogy.
Okay. So
yes.
Send it to the person.
Yes, I will, sir. I will. I think he has a second question, so that we can go to the next person.
Okay.
I don't think I have any other question. This is okay now. Thank you. So if I might ask you this particular one you want to send to me, what the topic is it about, really?
It's on the total. It is all on the presentation, both business and the product that was given by Jide on Monday.
Right. Okay. So do I now ask Madam Nkechi to just send that to me?
Because it's on the WhatsApp chats, group chats. So please do. Okay. So please allow them to watch. And when they watch, you need to ask them questions systematically. You ask them on a scale of 1 to 10. What do you like concerning the presentation? You understand?
Right. Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Mr. Jide.
Sir.
Yeah, the lady from Saudi Arabia, she was mistakenly muted. She still wants to ask some questions.
Okay.
Why don't we allow Mrs. M.A. Shogule, then we can go back to her.
Okay.
Because our network is not that clear.
So, Mr. Shogule, you are welcome, ma'am. Mr. Shogule.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Mama.
Good afternoon, House. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for your sacrifice. Thank you for the good job. We are really enjoying it. Thank you, and we are learning. Thank you so much. Madam Bibi, thank you. Of course, Softy Mama, everyone that has contributed. God bless you. Please, sir, in a bit to follow up too, I have some people in my genealogy who are not really doing the business yet, but I know that they have the potential to do better. I have a doctor who told me that I should not worry. He's still planning to, come in full force. But for now, he will just do maintenance and all that. I said I should be monitoring. So in monitoring, I discovered that their membership is going to be due next month. And I informed them and I tried to do the renewal, but the system is not allowing it. It's just saying do prior 60 days to something. I even called the attention of some of my top leaders, and then I've sent a mail to info Crystal Cell, but they have not responded, sir, because I don't want the account to be wiped off and the points that are there to be lost. Please, I don't know what we can do to that, sir.
No,
thank you.
What do you want to do on the account?
No, I want to do membership renewal.
You can do membership renewal from your own account.
Yes, I've been doing it in the past, but it's not allowing it, sir. Even I logged into one of the accounts.
If it's not allowed, that probably the account is not yet expired.
Exactly, sir. Then, sir.
But it's March, but I don't know.
It doesn't matter. You have to wait until it's flashing you.
You have to wait until it's flashing it.
Okay. So I'll continue to monitor then. But it's March that it was registered. So that's why I'm like every March it should be renewed. So maybe I'm wrong.
I think after March, they normally give 1 or 2, 3 months.
Okay, sir.
But log in. Can you log into the account?
Yes, I logged into one of them, the doctor's account, because I logged into
You know what you do? Log into the account screenshot and send it to me. Let me see.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. I'll do that. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for the opportunity.
Mr. Jide, you can unmute the Saudi Arabian lady.
Let me see.
Hello, sir.
Hello, you are welcome.
Please, I have somebody that's saying it's not easy for him to be talking to people, but he wanted to do this business to the highest. But how can I help somebody like that?
The BB, can you answer that question?
I'm laughing here. I'm laughing here already. In the pink. Please, who is your upline?
I'm with you.
Ma, who is your upline?
It's the Glory Mama that is talking. I'm just using my own earphones now. Okay. So it's Glory Mama that is talking.
Okay, Glory Mama, I know. Who is your upline?
Is gifted great.
Okay.
Gifted great. And
What's it that?
It's Felice for you.
Oh, you're in good hands. At this rate, ma. You have to make use of third-party tools.
Okay.
Let your upline finish the work for you. You see, sometimes that's the mistake from upline does. After you must have prospected.
Okay.
Your upline will need to. I don't like the way this thing is echoing.
Try and shift the other device away from it, madam.
Exactly.
Just separate the device. Yeah, thank you.
Let your upline help you finish the work, sir. I'm not enjoying it.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Second question. Please, I have one member. Hello, sir.
Hello?
Hello, sir.
We can hear you.
Yeah.
Go
I have
on.
one member. I have one member that joined last year with the junior platinum, like this, 800 pp.
Okay.
So since then, she was sick. She's a cancer patient with stage 4. I don't know how you can help her out, please.
Which part of the organ?
It's a platinum member.
And what happened to the person?
She says she's using the product, no result. And as I'm talking to her, she's very active at that time. Many people are even waiting to join, but they said they want to see her get well.
What's the challenge? What's the condition?
And now, she says she had cancer of the kidney and at throat, another tumor come out.
So what?
I called Felicep to her. I called Jeff to her, but I don't know, no response. I don't know what to do to her. Please, how can you, all of you help her?
You know what you do. After it's in Lagos. Where in Lagos? Where is the person in Lagos?
Felicep know every details of her.
Okay.
Felicep know details of her.
Tell Felicep to call me so that we will see what to do.
Okay, sir.
Don't worry.
Thank you. God bless you.
We want to do that.
Mr. Jide.
Wow. Sir?
Mr. Jide.
Sir?
I would also like to know, have a contact if possible.
Please, can we mute her, please? Edjo.
You don't like the re-echoing incident?
No.
Mr. Jide, I would want to I would like to get a contact.
No. Don't get a contact. You know Felicep. I know Felicep.
I know Felicep, yeah.
Communicate with Felicep.
What I meant was the username, basically.
Felicep will communicate with you, Mr. Obvious.
Okay, no problem.
Call Felicep to get the contact from. We don't like sharing contact here.
I understand. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Jide, there's a question that is on I sent it to you from someone.
Okay.
Regarding following up and disturbing.
Okay.
Trying to strike a balance between disturbing people and following up.
Let me also say something concerning the question the woman has now that somebody loved the program, but the person cannot say he cannot introduce people. Let me tell you, number one thing you need to know is there are some people that you have people, and that is where you need to apply ABC rule. You may not be able to do the talk, but you can ask your upline to do the talk for you. All the information we have been sharing from day one when we started this prospecting, I want you to go back and begin to pick them one. When you have any challenge, go back again, look at the one you have to pick to use. All those information, we are not just sharing information just like that. We are sharing what we have seen in the business and what we see that is working for us in the business. When you look at it that something happens to you in your prospecting or in your follow-up, go back to our training, look at it, read it again. There is no way you not see what you need to use for you that will solve your problem. So, Mama, go back again and look at it so that there is no need of asking some questions. When you look at our training, you'll be able to look at what you can pick to use for such people. So that's that. Then, when you are talking of follow-up and in the stomach, let me tell you, every one of us know when we are all adults. There are some times that you will know. Unless you need to put yourself in someone's shoe before. I mean, you need to put yourself in someone's shoe first before you begin to call the person. Let me be sincere with you. There are some people today, even those that I believe that we are in network marketing together. Once I see that it's 10 o'clock, I cannot call them. I cannot call them. Do you get me now? Because your husband can, if you're a woman, your husband can be angry when your husband knows that is the man that is calling you. Now, It can create a kind of disturbance for your husband, for me to be calling you around, if you're a woman, for me to be calling you around 10 o'clock. Your husband, because that is the time you need time for your husband. Yeah, we need to be, you know, when you say disturbance, we need to look at, we need to divine it. Now, if you call somebody from 8 to 4 o'clock, you need to understand this person, is it a working time? All these things you need to understand this. And it's not something that when you are doing following, you now begin to call the person every second, every day, I can call somebody today, and tomorrow again, I may not call the person. I can just send message to the person. Next tomorrow, I can call the person. On Thursday, or maybe another day, I can just send testimony to that person. Next time, I can just send message to motivate the person, to greet the person, and to motivate the person. And you can, maybe in a week, I can only call the person maybe twice, but the remaining, it can just be text. When you are sending, and the kind of text you send is not something that is not meaningful. You need to look at the kind of text you send to people. Do you know that there are some people that they prefer you send message to them than to call them? Do you get me? There are some people when I know that I've offended them, and you get it, I don't talk to them. I send message to them. Because there are some people that they prefer message than even to call them. Do you get me now? So when you have to divide disturbances, you need to divide it. And we are not saying that when you are doing follow-up, you now begin to call the person every day. No, there are some prospects you know that no, this person needs me every day. There are some that you know that no, this person doesn't need me every day. So you need, from day one, you need to understand, this person needs me every day, I call. This person doesn't need me every day. This person needs me just to call her or him once a week. Every other one can go for text message. That's all. Nobody will receive a kind of message that make them happy that will tell me that they are telling you that your message disturbed them. Do you get me? So we ourselves as an adult, we need to define that. So I hope I've been able to answer that question.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.
Very well answered.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Please, I have 2 people with stage 4 cancer who are not seeing results. They are still using product, and I don't know what else to do. Now, let me tell you this. Anything that has to do with cancer, people need more of crystal cell. You need to use Snowy Fort at least for 2 months for them, but they need more of crystal cell. I've discussed this before. Crystal cell have what we call, I think, lycopene, and that make it be a fighter for cancer cell. So you need more of crystal cell. If you see anyone with cancer, any cancer patient need more of crystal cell. There's no doubt about that. You need more of crystal cell. Or anyone with hey, what do they call it?
I'll show you that's
like those with cancer, they need more of crystal cell. Those with fibroid, they need more of crystal cell. Those with prostrate, they need more of crystal cell. Okay. So make sure that you add more crystal cell to the person to the product. I think Honey Glad, I believe I've answered that question. Or do you still want to talk? I've answered that question. Make sure you add more crystal cell to the product. Somebody called me this morning and paid money, this, that. He has started using our product. And when I look at it, I say, what we need now is you need more of crystal cell. You get the person need more of crystal cell. So let the person use more of crystal cell. They are using all the product and they have used them for up to 4 months. Add more of crystal cell. Let the person use.
Can I also add this?
Okay, ma'am.
You see, I've been lucky enough to deal with people that has breast cancer, and especially stage 4. And please, no 2 cases the same. No 2 cases is the same when it comes to cancer. No 2 cases the same, please. And when you talk about the breast being degenerating, yes, it will degenerate. If they cannot wait for the healing, there's nothing wrong scraping that breast. Scrape the breast, and what we are after is for the cancer not to spread. If they had gone for tests, I am sure the cancer must have stopped spreading. Because 4 months, it's when I'm expecting a good result. from the doctor saying that the cancer cells are not spreading. With that information is good. And for the generation of the breast, it does happen for stage 4. If they cannot bear to see the saw, what the analysis I give them is when you plant something, it will decay first before it starts germinating. If they cannot wait for that process, there's nothing wrong in scraping the breast, if that will make their hearts put their heart at peace. But the main thing is to stop the cancer from spreading and from growing. And anybody that is on that is treating cancer should abstain from acidic food. I saw somebody type it there. The person needs to go green, vegetable all through, smoothies and all that. You understand? So our product works for cancer cells. I've been able to treat them. It works very, very well. So they have to be patient, take more of crystal cell like Mr. Jide. And I don't know how they are taking it. They have to increase their dosage. 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, 2 at night. More of snowfield. Thank you.
Thank you, ma. Thank you, ma. So that's the great one. So let's see how we can move on because of this after 2. I think we only have favor from UK, but I'm favor from UK. Can you Kelechi Nkechi? You are welcome. Can you unmute yourself?
Good afternoon, sir.
Good morning.
Good afternoon.
Do we have two Nkechi there?
No, don't worry. Ride on.
Okay. Good afternoon.
Madam Favor, I'm coming. Just let's hear from us. I will mute you.
Okay.
Madam
Thank
Favor
you very much.
The last person.
Okay. Thank you very much for the training. It was really informative. Thank you everyone for your contribution. Please, I have registered somebody in Dominican Republic and he cannot speak English. I don't know how you can help us connect him to somebody for a group or French speaking group so that he can join them in the Zoom.
French speaking group?
Yes.
Okay. Who is your upline?
It's Mama Kiri.
Mama Kiri. Okay. What you do is that communicate with your upline to communicate with us. Are you getting me?
Yes.
So that we'll see what to do.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
God bless.
Yes, ma'am. So the last person. Madam Favor, can you unmute yourself now?
Oh.
Favor.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate the training.
Thank you, ma'am.
I have 3 things very quickly. Please, sir, the last slide that you were talking about conclusion on this training, it was a little bit quick that you took it off the screen. If you don't mind putting it back for us, if you can, sir. 1, 2. I have somebody in Lagos. She has chronic arthritis. She is not able to walk. And in doing knee replacement, they're telling her $3 million naira. And but then she comes to tell me she would want to have this product because it works at the level of the cell that will be able to rejuvenate the cells. But she now comes back to tell me, oh, my sister, my children said they don't have money. There is no money now. And I'm just feeling for her. Coincidentally, we've been youthful friends, a little bit more close like a sister. And I just found her out not long since then. So I don't know how to really go about it. She told me that the online medications or the online products, they need somebody to bring people. I told her, no, it's not about bringing people. It's about her having the, the treatment. My fear, there are 2 things there. Psychologically, I don't want to offend her like a relation. And on the other hand, she's also portraying the fact that she doesn't have money. And I don't know how to help her. So I don't know if there is any suggestion for me. I was thinking of whether getting the 2 crystal cell and 2 snowfield force from my back office and send to her. But that may not really take her anywhere with that kind of severity of arthritis. 2 questions. The third thing is I have somebody in Jamaica. She was my student some years ago when I was there, and she has a mother that she's a nurse. She's interested in in this, but I don't know how I can send the product when she finally. I just want to clear off every doubt or challenge so that when she's ready to register, it will not be a problem. How can I connect her with the Nigerian product, or for her to get the product from Nigeria?
Yeah, it is possible that you connect the person. All you need to do, you may not even need to connect the person for the first time. Communicate with your upline. If the person pay, let the person pay. Do the registration. Send the product from. You now tell your upline to send the product from Nigeria to the person. Do you get it? Then,
yes, sir.
2, concerning the person, you see, there is nothing bad in using our product to assist somebody.
Okay.
And I can tell you, there is no way somebody will use 2 crystal cells, 2 snowfield force, and the person will not get results. They will get some results. And when after they get those results, then you cannot ask them to buy more, because it based on your relationship with the person. So you can actually, even if there is money, you can even buy the whole part for the person. There is nothing bad about that. Many leaders you see here today, many of them have, they have done that to people around them. Do you get it?
Yes,
so
sir.
you can do that. Don't think that maybe because those who are saying they don't have money, probably they have spent a lot, and all what they are saying is not positive.
Working.
Like what it's not really working. So that's the reason why you see that they are skeptical to buy the product. If you look at it, many people have money in their pocket to buy. Are you getting it? As you are. If I tell you something, if I come to UK there and I tell you that I want to sell something, probably you have zero in your mind that nothing can take any money from your savings. But if I give you something that can give you value, you realize that you go extra mile to bring out the money.
Yes.
So by the time they get some result, believe me, they go extra mile to bring the money. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much, sir. But please, sir, the slide is the one before this, because it's where you began. It was where you the last one that said booking the next follow-up.
Is it this? Okay, the one that said booking the next follow-up.
Yes, sir.
But I think I've explained that. Let me see. Because that is part of next week.
Oh, okay.
That is part of next week. Don't worry, next week you enjoy that.
All right. All right then.
Don't let me jump. Don't let me jump.
Okay. All right, sir. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
So we want to call this meeting a day today, and I really appreciate all those who take their time, their money, to attend this meeting today. I also want to appreciate my co-host, Madam DBB, and the only man, the only man with black lady diamond. That is the obvious. Mr. Alfred, can you just say hello to the team entirely as we say goodbye to them?
Hello, Mr. Jide.
Sir.
You said something. I didn't get that.
Can you just say, can you just close this meeting for us?
Oh, okay. First and foremost, I want to thank our creator for the chance that we have to gather like this, and Mr. Jide for a well-worded training.
Thank you, sir.
And highly in-depth and very filled with experience.
Thank you, sir.
I'm sure many of us who took notes and took cognizance of the things you have said will definitely improve in the business. I want to thank my co-host, Bibi, who came in line to also assist in areas where there were problems. I want to thank Softy Mama, who also gave some words of encouragement during the breakdown network. I also want to thank other leaders from other aspects, other areas, members that joined in. We have Mombe Okeleke, we have Madam Nkechi, we have Alhaja Shekina, we have the lady from Saudi Arabia, Glory Mama, and so many other persons. Mr. Roland, if I didn't call your name, please don't crucify me. I can't remember everybody, but I really want to appreciate everybody that took time to be here. Training is an investment.
Yeah.
It is an investment, and when you invest in yourself, it's not an expense.
Yeah.
There's a difference between an expense and investment. So when a training like this comes up, not just for this particular training, but any other training that comes up, when you are chance, please try and make sure that you attend, take notes, ask questions, so that we'll become wiser than the way we were before.
Yeah.
And at this point, just want to hand over back to Mr. Jide. I also want to thank one and only myself for giving these what's it called? Words of encouragement and also appreciation to all members. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. So by this note, we are going to call it a day. On Monday, we are going to meet by 8 p.m. 8 p.m. on Monday. And on Thursday next week, we are going to meet again. So I want to encourage every one of us to keep on prospecting and keep on following up. So I'm going to unmute everyone so that you can say hi to one another. Bye for now.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you, sir, Mr. Jide. Thank you. God bless,
Bye,
sir.
sir.
Thank you very much,
Train
sir.
makers,
Thank
God
you.
bless you.
Bye. God bless you.
Everyone.
Thank you, Mr.
Bye.
Jide. Thank you, Madam Bibi.
Hello,
God bless.
everybody.
Thank
God
you,
bless you.
everyone.
Thank you,
Bye.
everyone. God bless you.
Bye.
God bless you, Bibi.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you,
God bless
everybody.
you.